I'd like to think that he'd be remembered for how he was as an athlete competing, but I do think that he's probably going to be remembered for a lot of his opinions.
Has Lee ever gone too far in your mind? When has Lee gone too far?
Listen, he pushed the envelope.
I think that him having a social media platform, I think he was more encouraged to just be who he was and who he is. I mean, when you ask him a question, he's going to tell you exactly how he feels, and his way of saying it is, you like it or not. If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
You know what the truth is? I really believe in Lee so much so that probably 50% of the TV shows that him and I do, YouTube won't let us monetize them. They become demonetized. And I never tell Lee, don't say this or don't say that because we're not making money from the episode. Let's face it, it's a business we run, right? But I don't censor him because I know that's who he is. And even to my own detriment, business-wise, because I don't want Lee to be something that he is not. I want him to be himself. Sometimes I have to guide the conversation away from controversial subjects, don't get me wrong, but I never censor him. I've never, erased anything that we've done. I've never gone back and edited out anything he said. And that's something I think that Lee respects about me because he knows that I get him and I understand what he's about.
I don't think he purposely goes out there and try to disrespect anyone. I just think whenever he speaks, I just think to him, he feels that whatever he's saying, he's just being real and honest.
I'll never intentionally go out of my way to hurt someone or degrade someone. That's not me. I said, everything's done in jokes, and like I said, it's how people take it.
He's taken the ball and run with it and turned it into a business, into Lee Priest. He's become, this character.
It probably helped him in many ways to get out there and build a fan base and being that guy that just don't give a fuck and says it as it is.
That's just how the kind of industry's gone, and you can either feed into it and be, expose that part of social media and build it up, or you can be someone who doesn't get involved in it. But if you're not involved in it, then you're not marketable because you're not creating controversy. So that's where he's been able to stay great.
I think what's happened now with the increase of social media and all these different platforms, the TikToks, the Instagrams, the YouTube, it gives content creators something to talk about. And this storyline is fucking old as hell.
It's still going though, isn't it?
I competed last 2018. Lee competed last when? What was the year last Lee? There we go, right? So now this Flex versus Lee Priest is still relevant. I still get tagged in on these clips, these YouTube things. The fans, these guys know what they're doing. It's a controversial topic. And they love to get the views, they love to get the comments, and they love to get whatever. And also then, what they don't realize is, again, whether they know this or not, but the fans get so involved. I text Lee and I'd be like, yo, you seen this? I send him this, he goes, oh, bro, you know what I said, yeah, you would have beat me. He's like, oh, you would have beat me. Whatever else. But then Lee says that different then. When it's off camera, it's like, I would have kicked his fucking ass. And then I'll say, yeah, I would have kicked your fucking ass. I had shredded glutes. You didn't have fucking shredded glutes. And he's like, I had fucking arms. We just will never fucking know. Can I swear? Okay, we'll never fucking know.
It's good in many ways. Don't get me wrong, I think it causes a shitload of depression. Yeah, I think you have to understand how to manage it and how much of it you should put yourself in with. Because, like anything, oversaturation.
Do you follow him online?
Yeah. To be honest, most of the time, I don't even notice. It's when people go, oh my God, have you seen what your dad's done? I'm like, oh God, what's he done now? But I'm just like, yep, okay. That's who he is. Take it or leave it.
So I don't think it's been a negative thing. Obviously, I even said to him one day, I said, how do you cope with all the haters and all the trolls and all the stuff? And he said, that was it. He doesn't, well, he's told me he doesn't let it affect him. It's just part of what he does. When you have so many followers, you're going to get a lot of dicks as well.
Well, this day and age now, of the woke crowd and everything's got to be PC, you're going to offend somebody. I think people just look out to be offended. It's like when I go online, I have so many people when I'm on live just talking shit to me. I'm like, why do you follow me? I don't get it. It's like, There's a lot of, look, I don't like tennis, but I wouldn't follow Nadal and go, oh, wait a minute, Nadal's on live. And when he's on live, you suck at tennis, you're a dickhead, you missed the ball. You kind of like, I've got better things to do with my life, so I don't understand when somebody hates someone, why do you follow them? Or then you get upset with what they say, or if you follow me and you don't like me, but I post something and you don't like it, don't comment, you know, just keep scrolling. You don't have to comment because I don't care.
But what I really want to say is, who gives a fuck?
If they don't like what I say, they're like, well, I'm going to unfollow you now. I'm like, oh, well, thanks for telling me. I'd really fucking miss you because, you know, if I got 500,000 followers tonight before I go to bed, I'm going to be doing my checklist. Bob Smith is there, 489,601. Trevor Gurney's there, 4,000. Hold on. Fuck, Sean's gone. Sean unfollowed me. Maybe I miscounted. I better start again. It's like, I don't give a fuck. You don't need to make a big announcement. You're going to unfollow me. Just unfollow me.
He goes too far, but I don't know. It's like you've been quiet for so long and towed the line for so long. He says now what he thinks should be said, and he doesn't really think about the consequences.
The mask he put on, he was doing it. It was a complete joke. It was never done to insult black people at all. It was done to insult Sean Ray. So Sean Ray ran with the whole racial thing. Sean could give a shit.
And by the way, this is Sean Ray, it's not Flex Swear. I know what you're thinking, they all look alike, they don't.
We don't all look alike. You can ask Lee and all of his girlfriends. We got the two most right. We got the...
Okay, Sean did it purposely to try to smear Lee's reputation. He was not insulted. There were people who contacted me privately who were not happy with it, and I understood when they explained to me why. And you know, he might have got a little too far with that, but really it was a shot at Sean Ray he was doing. It wasn't really meant to insult black people in general.